Hey, welcome back to the channel or the podcast. My name is Micah. I am the host of the Dream Support Podcast. And today I want to talk to you a little bit about something called task switching and task stacking. Those are two different things that attempt to solve the same problem. That's just accomplishing tasks, right? But the thing is, most people have a task list and they just go from top to bottom in order. Whatever they've got to do for that day, they just go top to bottom. I'm a fan of bunching like tasks together to stack tasks so that you're not task switching. At Dream Support, we provide remote executive assistance to busy leaders all over the U.S., and they are U.S.-based, English-speaking, educated individuals that support our clients, and they are experts in task stacking. Okay, so there's a lot of time wasted when you're task switching, when you're just going from this into that, and you're switching between tabs, and you're going back and forth between different priorities. But if you can prioritize a specific kind of task for a specific block of time in your calendar, you will actually go further faster. Here's a couple examples. Some people really love to check their email one time in the morning, maybe one time midday, then maybe one more time in late afternoon or before they go to bed. A lot of our EAs are that way. So that's one example, email. Another example for me, something I did today, was content creation. So I wrote 3 different emails that will go out next month. That will go out once a week for 3 weeks. And so I stacked that time. I put a lot of creative energy into those emails, ideas that had been floating around in my head, and I formalized them and put them into something that made sense to me, and hopefully it makes sense to you eventually when it goes out. And then eventually those same concepts will be made into videos and podcasts and things like that. But it's simply like, a thought. It's simply a concept that came to me in a conversation or came to me at one point. I put a note in my phone about it. And then today, when I had the time to actually write it, I pulled out that note. I looked at 3 different things that I had written in the past month or so. And then I thought, okay, I'm going to execute on these. So today, for about 2 hours, I worked on those concepts, clarifying, making it into consumable content that's going to help people. So that's another example. One could be email, one could be content creation, one could be videos. I plan to make a couple of videos in a row here, provided that I finish before I have to go pick up my son from school. I like to batch these together and edit them together and post them together and all those sorts of things. I want my assistants to do the same kinds of things with what they're being tasked with. You can go down a list. You can do just randomized, do this, or based on how you feel, you could go down the list. But I'm a big fan of stacking similar kinds of tasks so that it maximizes the impact of your time. And another thing that I really like to use is one of these little timers. I forget what it's called. I think it's a Pomodoro. It sounds right. Timer. So you can just set a time. And you can say, I want to work on something for the next, 20, 30 minutes. And then you just boom. And then during that time, you just let it go. And the alarm will sound at the end and you're done, right? So you can set time parameters around these to help you be more efficient and kind of motivate you to keep moving along. Anyway, that's my simple explanation of task stacking versus task switching. I think you know which one's better. God bless. And if you need some help along the way, if you need someone to take some of those tasks off your plate completely, you know where to find me.